What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So just yesterday, Apple dropped iOS 26.3 to the public, and we did our whole video talking about what's new and if you should update. Well, today, I want to actually show you a little bit of a change from the actual beta that dropped, or I should say the final beta, the RC or release candidate, to the public release. And if you go to Settings, General, and About, you can see this build number is slightly different and newer than the one from that release candidate build. In that build, we had a 23D125 build. This is now 23D127. While minor in nature, that does signify a couple of changes here, and I did just want to show you the Geekbench scores and still reiterate if you should update or not. So jumping right into it, let's go into Geekbench 6, and we did run this test just a moment ago, and you can see from the RC right here, we had a single core score of 3770, and now we're at a 3703. And then we had a 9645 multi-core score on the RC, and now we're at a 9655. Very comparable in nature, slight decrease in the actual single core, but a little bit of an uptick for multi-core score. Again, not a big deal. This you're not going to see day to day. I do just want to talk about how it's been performing actually, and I have to say I haven't seen any issues at all. There have not been any new splash screens, so going to our stocks app, you can see it is flying around. It actually might be a little smoother. ProMotion does possibly look a little improved. It also could just be a placebo effect and all of that, but jumping around, everything has been very quick and a pleasant surprise to use. One of the big things that a lot of people have commented on that we've talked about to no extent is actually the keyboard experience. And let me go into the Notes app right here. And I do want to show you how this has remained actually usable again, unlike prior. So I'm going to go ahead and do a quick typing test and say, hey, how are you doing? And you can see I actually typed it incorrectly at one point and it did autocorrect much better than it has in recent builds. The voice text, how's everything going today, guys? What is happening? Do you want to go to the beach? And you could see again, pretty flawless response there. And then even with the swipe to text gesture, so let's say, hey, what's going on? Again, it is actually working much, much better than some of the prior builds. With iOS 26.4 dropping very soon, it will be the next update we'll get. This is going to be hopefully even more improved by using Google Gemini on the back end. And we know if you guys have used a Pixel device or any Android device in general, the keyboard experience is much better. So I'm very excited to see how that goes. Having said that, let's actually talk about what's next really quick. And since today is the 11th, Apple yet again did have a weird release here. Since last week, exactly a week ago on Wednesday, we got the RC. Today's with the public release. There have been rumors that this next 26.4 beta 1 beta won't be coming until the week of the 23rd. I think it is safe to say they are going to use next week as an additional week to make sure everything is good to go, have a little bit better stability. And since 26.4 is going to be such a massive update, they want to make sure even in the first beta that it is not a big letdown since, well, we know how consistency has not been Apple's strong suit in recent memory. So I do believe now that we will not have a beta next week. We will skip a week and then we will be back on track on the 23rd, most likely on that Monday specifically when this will drop. Having said all that, there were a couple of different changes. I don't want to jump into all of them simply because we've talked about them in a couple of videos now. But if you were interested, if you were an Android user, we do obviously have this as one of the main new features here. Thanks to the EU and some digital rights acts and things like that, we have that new transfer to Android option here. And this will let you actually transfer your data from an iOS device to an Android device and vice versa. It should be ever so much more seamless. We'll go ahead and cancel this, continue. But aside from that, aside from some wallpaper changes, we didn't receive any new Black History Month wallpapers, no new watch faces with any of these new 26.3 betas. So very much performance and stability focused. Ultimately, what everyone's going to want to know is how that battery life is holding on, and that is something we will have to see over the course of the next coming days, especially with this newer build. So I will make sure to follow up with you guys in a couple of days. If we actually go into battery usage here, you can see one of my highest days on the older build did still give me 8.5 hours of screen active time and 15.5 screen idle. Usually I do always feel like I need to recharge throughout the day, as you guys can see here. So we'll see how this build holds up. Make sure to thumbs up this video and subscribe to the channel for our follow-up video, probably 48 hours later on Friday, indicating how battery life has held up. But again, make sure to go pick up this this full public release. It is not a beta anymore. It is available to the general public. Let me know how it works out for you. Are you excited to move on from 26.2.1? Or are you worried about updating to 26.3 and having more issues? Thanks for watching. We will catch you in the next one. Peace.